Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 17th Annual General Meeting for Crossroads Credit Union. My name is Cindy Balaberta. I'm the Chief People Experience Officer at Crossroads, and tonight I have the pleasure of moderating this meeting. Thank you for joining us for this virtual event tonight. Before we begin, I'll go over a few housekeeping items to ensure a smooth and engaging experience for everyone. This session is being recorded, and members were joined automatically in watch and listen mode to minimize interruptions and background noise. We do encourage you to ask questions throughout the session. You can use the Q&A button to type in your questions, and they'll be addressed during the designated question and answer period. We can also enable you to unmute yourself during this time to ask your questions, so please let us know in that area if you would like to be unmuted. If you experience any technical difficulties, please also shoot us a message in the chat or on the question and answer page, and we'll try and get you looked after as soon as we can. Before we get going, I just want to make sure that you've been able to locate the annual report. There are a few ways to navigate to it. It's on our website. A link to the report was included in your reminder email, and you will also be able to find a direct link in the chat area of this meeting. I'll show you where to find that on the next slide. You'll see a ribbon that looks like this one across the top of your screen. The first icon labeled chat is where you'll find a link to the annual report if you haven't got it already. If you have any questions, you can use the Q&A button circled in red on this slide, and your questions will be sent through to the producer and addressed during our question and answer period. Remember, if you want to verbally ask a question, please just let us know and we'll make sure that you can unmute yourself. Throughout tonight's meeting, when called upon to make a motion and/or second a motion, you'll use the third button on this ribbon located at the top of the screen called Raise. We're going to try this out along with the voting process next. Let's get you all warmed up. Here's a very pretend motion. Remember that 2 people are required, one to first and one to second the motion before voting can occur. Please look for the raise hand button. Make sure to read the motion and then practice raising your hand. Since we know the weather in Saskatchewan isn't up to us, all those who practice a hand raise and voting on the next slide will be entered to win a virtual door prize, board and management excluded. Please don't lower your hand unless you change your mind about the motion. This will ensure your response is recorded. The hands will be lowered when the activity is complete. If this were a real motion, the names of the first 2 hand raises would be used as first and second to present the motion for voting. There we go. Now I see some hand raises. Here is the voting page, so you can use the QR code or the link in the chat that Pauline posted to vote. We want to make sure that everyone is prepared to cast their votes accurately when the time comes. And voting now will also enter you to win our virtual door prize. I'll give you a few minutes to get your votes in. So you can use your cell phone and the QR code, and clicking on that link should bring you right up to the vote page, or you can use the link in the chat that Pauline just posted to vote. Okay, I can see them on the back end, not on the front end. So that's okay. Now it's my honor to introduce you to our board president, Betty, who will be presiding over tonight's meeting.
Good evening, Crossroads members. I now call to order the business meeting. Do we have confirmation of quorum and notice of meeting?
With respect to quorum, Crossroads Credit Union's bylaw, section 6.10, requires at least 15 members entitled to vote be present at our annual meeting. Our records show that we have 25 members present for tonight's meeting. The Credit Union Act, section 79, requires the membership to receive notice of our annual meeting at least 21, but no more than 50 days prior to the meeting. Crossroads Credit Union has complied with the relevant legislation. Therefore, this meeting constitutes a legal meeting of the members of Crossroads Credit Union. Once again, I give the floor to our president, Betty, for the adoption of the agenda.
Thank you, Cindy. You can use the direct link in the chat to see the agenda. A copy of the agenda will be presented on the next slide. At this time, I ask for 2 members to raise your hands to make a motion to adopt the agenda. James McGregor and Carla Bagheera have made the motion to adopt the agenda. All in favor of the motion?
Okay, I can see on the back end, Betty, we're good.
The motion is now carried. Next on the agenda, we have the minutes of the 2023 General Annual Meeting held April 17th, 2024. I will now ask for 2 members to move to adopt the 2023 minutes as presented. Please raise your hands to make this motion. Arlette Bogucci and Dwayne Sweatman have made the motion to adopt the minutes of the 2023 General Annual Meeting. All in favor of the motion?
We look good on the back end here, Betty.
The motion is now carried. Is there any business arising out of the minutes?
Hearing none, I am now pleased to once again give the floor to our board president, Betty, with a message from the board president.
On behalf of the Board of Directors, I would like to welcome you to the Crossroads Credit Union 2025 virtual meeting. 2024 was another year of change that Crossroads navigated using 4 pillars, as we refer to them, to guide the board, management, and staff in decision-making to ensure that our organization remains successful in its operations. One pillar, community, is addressed through our staff volunteers at a number of events, as well as providing educational opportunities to both the public and in the schools. Financial support is also provided for community projects through the Community Investment Fund nominations made by community members. A second pillar that provides direction is finance. Throughout various economic changes in the past year, Crossroads has demonstrated the ability to adapt and as a result experience a profitable year in 2024. A third pillar is to support you, the members, by providing sound financial advice that is unique to your personal situation. And this wouldn't be possible without the fourth pillar, people, who comprise our staff. Our dedicated and knowledgeable staff strive to build a financial relationship with you. They are there to answer your questions, advise you, and to watch out for you. One of the ways they watch out for you is in reference to suspicious transactions. As you are aware, there is always a scammer waiting to take advantage of you and take your money. They are becoming increasingly sophisticated, and it's imperative that you protect yourself by not sharing personal information over the phone or in emails. Avoid clicking on links in unusual texts or emails. Use strong passwords and not the same password multiple times. Crossroads does its best to protect you through updated technology, and if the staff sees something that looks suspicious, they will reach out to you. You are encouraged to contact Crossroads with any questions that you may have, and know that you will have the opportunity to speak to a real-life person regarding your concern. You can be assured that our people are looking out for your financial well-being. As referenced in more detail in the Chair and CEO message in the annual report, the focus is to increase our members' financial confidence through our staff by having life-changing conversations, one member at a time. You are valued as a member of Crossroads community and not seen as a random account number. In closing, I'd like to recognize the retirement of one of our directors, Veronica Wilgosh, who is continuing on as CEO of National Consulting. On behalf of everyone, I'd like to thank her for her service and contributions to the board for the past 3 years. I would also like to recognize the members of Crossroads Credit Union for your continued support in our organization, and as a board, we hope to represent you to the best of our ability. Thank you.
Thank you, Betty. I'm pleased to introduce our Chief Executive Officer, Jeff Bishop, to provide the message from the CEO.
In 2024, Crossroads Credit Union continued to push boundaries and positively impact our communities. Our vision focused on increasing members' financial confidence, and we executed this by having life-changing conversations, one member at a time. Our key strategic initiatives include staff support and development. We invested in staff training and development to ensure they could provide exceptional advice and adapt to new ways of working, uncovering new opportunities, and strengthening their culture. Technology investments. We expanded our digital banking platform to meet the growing demand for convenience, with over 72% of members using digital services for digital banking. The launch of our first advice center in Sturgis exemplifies our commitment to providing expert financial advice. Financial support for members. We provided financial assistance to our members, whether they were buying their first home, starting a business, or saving for retirement. Our staff's dedication to offering tailored advice was central to our success. Community impact. We gave back over $75,000 through sponsorships, scholarships, and community investments, reinforcing our role as a community-driven organization. Financial performance. We ended 2024 with healthy financials, including assets rising to $373 million and a steady income of $3.2 million. Over $478,000 will be paid out to members in patronage in 2025, demonstrating our commitment to sharing profits with those who matter, our members. Employee experience. We prioritized improving the employee experience, using feedback to guide positive change that enhances both the employee and member experience. Board and governance. In 2024, our board continued its strategic leadership, supporting key strategic initiatives like creating an advice-driven service environment and advancing our virtual branch services. We also bid farewell to Murray Botcher, who retired after 25 years of service, and welcome Myrna Daviduk. Looking ahead to 2025, As we close 2024, we anticipate interest rates will continue to stabilize and we will remain adaptable to any economic changes. Our focus for 2025 will continue to be on offering members the advice and services they need, expanding our digital services, and maintaining financial strength while giving back to our communities.
Thank you, Jeff. Will you now provide the report of the auditor and the financial statements?
The summary consolidated financial statement can be found in the last section of our annual report by navigating to page 33 of 40 in our online report. This report of the auditor and financial statements from Myers Norris Petty basically says that Crossroads Credit Union had a clean audit for 2024. So our 2024 year in review, as you can see, our assets from 23 to 24 grew 24 million or 6.94%. Had a good year in terms of loan growth, grew 11.3 million or 4.3%. And on the deposit side, we grew just over 20 million at 6%, which was certainly above the average for the system. Off-balance sheet growth was really good, 8.2 million or 11%. Net interest income, 16.35% growth, 1.65 million. And other income, just a little bit of growth there for 2024. Expenses were up from last year, which is probably no surprise given kind of the state of the economy. But conversely, our net income was up more than our operating expenses. So that was really good to see.
At this time, we'd like to provide members the opportunity to ask any questions you might have before these reports are adopted. Remember to use the question and answer function to type in your question, or you can indicate that you would like to be unmuted. Seeing no questions at this time, we'll move on to adoption of the reports.
I will now ask for two members to move to adopt the financial statements as presented. Please raise your hands to make this motion. Sheen Ploss and Chelsea Rock have made the motion to adopt the 2024 financial statements as presented. All in favor?
Excellent. It's in favor, Betty.
The motion is now carried.
It's now my pleasure to present our Audit and Risk Committee Chair, Dwayne, for the appointment of the auditor. Sorry.
As Chair of the Audit and Risk Committee, I recommend Myers, North, and Penny as our auditors for 2025.
I will now ask for two members to
As
move to
Chair of the
appoint.
Audit and Risk Committee,
I will ask for two members to move to appoint MNP as our auditors for 2025. Please raise your hands. Arlette Bogucci and Dwayne Sweatman have made the motion to appoint MNP as our auditors for 2025. All in favor?
We are 100% in favor.
The motion is now carried.
I'll now call on the chair of the Nominating Governance Committee to provide the elections reports. It's my pleasure to introduce you to Marcel.
Good evening, everybody, and thank you for attending our annual meeting. This year, as chair of the Governance Committee, I will welcome three new positions that have been filled. We had terms of directors expire in the North and Central districts of the Crossroads Credit Union. From the Central District, we had two openings that had to be filled, and we'd like to welcome back Betty Tomlin and Shannon Leeson, who have both been elected or re-elected by acclamation. So we welcome and look forward to working with them in the next 3 years. New to our board from the North District, which includes Sturgis and Priestville, we welcome Brittany Hawkyard as part of our board, and we look forward to working with her in the next 3 years. She brings with her many skills and that we will benefit the board. And so thank you, Brittany, for your offer of joining our board. Departing from our board of directors from the Northern District is Veronica Wilgosh. We want to take a moment to express our heartfelt gratitude to her for her dedicated service on the board of directors over the past 3 years. Her contributions have been invaluable, and her insights have helped guide our organization through various challenges and opportunities. As we reflect on her time with us, it's important to acknowledge the impact she has made, not just in decision-making, but also in fostering a collaborative environment. Thank you, Veronica, for serving on our board.
Once again, the annual report and financial statements are available on our website. If there are no more questions, that now concludes our 17th annual general meeting. I would now ask for someone to adjourn the meeting. May I have a member raise their hand to adjourn the meeting? Marcel Michaud has adjourned the meeting.
This concludes the Crossroads Credit Union annual meeting. Once again, we'd like to thank all of our members for joining us this evening. Your feedback is important to us. In the coming days, a survey requesting your feedback will be emailed out. Thank you, everyone. Have a great evening.